Hi, my name is Torben Jensen. I'd like to show you now how to configure your own PBX for your own business. First, we need a phone line. You go to Components and you hit Phone Line. You can also use the shortcut key as you see here, which is Control 0. Once you get that, you have a configuration screen where phone line is where you put in the phone number. That is, if you have a phone number for incoming calls. And then you will have received a username, a password, and a host name from your provider. That is all, and then you press OK. The next component we are going to make is going to be what we call an opening hour component. It's a component that checks the time of day and routes the calls depending on the time of day. First of all, I'll move my phone line over to the left hand side of my screen. I do that simply just by clicking down on the mouse on the component and dragging it across the screen. We'll go to Component and we will add an opening hour. You can also hit Control 4. The opening hour also has a configuration screen. It is configured to that my business hours should be from 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock, Monday to Friday. I will change that to 9:15 until 17, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday to Friday. I press OK. And now what I need to do is basically say when I have an incoming call, click down on my left mouse and drag across to the top of opening hours and let go. And now I have told it to send a call to my opening hour filter. I can now go to my Arrange menu and press Arrange Component, Control or Control A. And they are placed nice and neatly close to each other. Now that we have added the opening hour, we now need to decide what to do outside hours and inside hours. First of all, I will do the outside hours. I go up and get myself a new component. This component is a message. I want to play a message to my clients that we are closed and perhaps say the opening hours. We'll call this closed message. I will press OK. So outside hours, I drag again with my mouse, pressing the left button to the top of the message, and that's it. I have a message. Now you need to record a voice recording for this. I'll be explaining later how that is done. Next we need to send the calls somewhere inside hours, and I've decided I'm going to have a call queue where people can be waiting until an operator is ready to answer the call. So we go to Components and we add a queue, which also can be done by pressing Control 3. This queue, I'm going to call it the Welcome queue, and I want to give people music on hold. The strategy is if you have several phones in this queue, should they all ring, or should they ring round robin, meaning in a turn kind of manner, where extension 1 rings and then next time it'll be extension 2 and so forth. We can choose random. The name tells everything. Fewest calls, the extension that had the fewest calls gets the call, or the least recent, the extension that has had the call the longest time ago. We will go for a ring all strategy, which is a good strategy to start with. Timeout, if it's 0, it will never time out. Otherwise you can type an amount of seconds here. We'll come back to that in the advanced edit, in an advanced movie about this. Again now, from inside hours, I simply just drag to my queue. Move the queue over, and that is a queue added. Now we just need to add some extensions to our system. the actual phones that are sitting on your desks. So we go to components, and we choose extension, and this here is going to be Peter, and there is a password for extension. I'll come back to that, how it works. If he wants voicemail, meaning when he's busy or unavailable, they can have a voicemail created. We'll tick voicemail, and we will have to put in an email address here, because when there is a voicemail left for him, he will receive an email with the actual contents of with a recording of the voicemail. If he doesn't want to listen to voicemail by telephone and delete them himself, all you have to do is to check here, and they will be deleted after they are sent. The next two fields, we can configure what type of phone we have. That we'll come back to in an advanced edition. Alright, we now have an extension, and we want to say that all calls coming into this queue when there's no members of the queue, and I will come back to how we get members put into a queue, but when there is no members, it's unavailable, and then it'll be sent to extension 200. And now we have a very basic phone setup. Now all we need to do is to save this configuration up onto the servers, and you can do that by pressing this little disk, save, or into the file menu you can choose save or Control S. It has now been saved, and the system is ready to go.